Got Zach Middleton and Michelle Stagg with the whistle. The big game, it's a knockout between these two. It is England in the white, New Zealand in the black and the, well, I guess you call it teal, do you? Now, what are you expecting, Cruz?
Well, for one person in particular, Faitaua Nana, he played a massive part in that game against Australia yesterday, so look forward to him standing up. Apisai as well, such a big rebound from him.
Look, I do have to pass on to you the feedback that we're getting, not only from the crowd in the arena, the viewers we're getting it. I was at a function this morning at the brand new convention centre in Christchurch, Tapai. They are loving the men's netball. Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. And we've said it time and time again, Leslie, but this is really our time to sort of come into our own and showcase what we can do as a sport.
It's the aerial game, folks. It's the athleticism, it's the elevation.
And I might add the sass as well.
Oh, absolutely, we've seen that. Oh, it's been fabulous. We've really loved it. The vibe is palpable. England's ball. I've been surprised, I have to admit, the low scoring. I thought we might have seen a bit more, especially with all those scoring opportunities.
Well, what we saw in the two games yesterday is that they weren't afraid to take those longer shots, and that's sort of what reflected. Oh, great intercept there by the captain, Nicholson. Also that great tip there by Timmy, but I was just going to say that reflected in the shooting stats, so were quite low, but because they had no, again, the captain coming through. Well, he's everywhere at the moment.
Oh, he's getting into the crowd as well. Yes, well, Australia beat England 29-20, and then Australia beat New Zealand 31-24. So, you know, reasonably close in the context of those scoring options. On the board is New Zealand 2-0 up against England. And just to repeat that these two really fighting it out for that place in the final against Australia. Can anyone beat Australia?
Oh, great pressure there by the New Zealand defensive end. Yeah, I definitely think both teams have it in them. Both games win, you know, they win a huge score between the two games. It's just what they can do out on court and making sure that they use those moments and use them well.
Yeah, very efficient. Happy to do the 1 pointers at this stage, and for England though, they need to find a way into that shooting circle or into the shooting options anyway. Fast, we know. Aerial, yes, definitely. And the marking, the defence has been outstanding. Oh, look at that. The elevation and the cleanness of it. The penalties is the other thing, Cruz. There haven't been many in the men's game.
Yeah, although it's been physical, it's also, as you said, the penalty count's been really low. And it just goes to show the, I guess, the skill that these players have. They can get around the body nice and quickly and get that tip or get that clean intercept.
It's needing a bit of translation here, I think. We got there.
I spoke to, oh, look at this great rebound here by Timmy Apisai. I spoke to the goal attack Ross for the Englishman earlier this morning. He's from Scotland. I got him to try and teach me something in Scottish, and I could not understand a single word he said, so I think translation will be good for some of them.
Well, that's right, yeah, the accent, but they'll certainly be more used to it than you will. But again, for New Zealand, ever present, it's reacting to what's being put on them, and they are quick.
Oh, great pass there, so quick, but great movement by Te Pitifuku. Faking going forward. Watch this movement here and go straight to the post.
5-0 New Zealand early, and that power play fast approaching. Remember, the last 90 seconds of each 6-minute quarter. Double points on offer. Two different coloured shoes.
Luke Owen, the goal shoot for the Englishman. Big shot from him. Yeah, so sweet. He played a massive part in that game against Australia yesterday. Look for the fake passes from him. Only 18 years old, but boy, he plays with such maturity.
Well, I just love the way he looked down to see where his toes were before he actually took the shot to make sure he was in the double zone. Five 5-2, and there it is. Power play time. Oh, snaffled it. Very clear. Look at that court craft. Outstanding.
Centre contact outside. Contact keeper in the two.
Oh, it's feisty. It's feisty, folks. Don't worry about that. This will be double. Not much in at 7-2. New Zealand with the early lead. Hasn't really opened up yet, I expect.
Right, what a big pass there by the captain. No, I was just going to say, actually, the defensive pressure by New Zealand has been really good at the moment. Another big shot by Owens.
Look at this. This is going for 4 points. It's in! It's a super swish through the net shot. And look, with just one shot like that, you're back in contention.
Well, and that's the beauty of Fast 5, is that you can be down by 6, you can be down by 7, but with one super shot, you're back in the game.
This will be worth 2 if he gets it. He does. Combos are working. Whoa! I'll just get through you. Can't do that. And off they go.
Contact just inside.
Gee, it's quick.
For 4.
If you're out of playing goalkeeper, you can't talk, retake it.
Well, it's worth a try. Push the umpires. And there's the hooter. So the first power play's gone, the first quarter in this New Zealand-England, the unbeatable Australians. And South Africa pipped New Zealand 38-37. And now we have the New Zealand men 9-6 ahead of England.
Contact centre, can be a 3.
Well, man, Cruz, that's quick in there, isn't it?
It's very quick, and there's elbows flying as well. No love lost between these two shooters and the defenders.
Well, it can't be, Ken. There's so much at stake here. Place in the final against Australia.
Contact on attack. Take it.
Well, don't forget to vote for your Sky Player of the Series and scan that QR code right now and vote. Who do you think has been the most influential person here? I know who I think. Here we go. Ooh. Do not think when the goal shooter has got it up at the goal that it is a dead set certainty, because some of this defence, Cruz, is outrageously good.
So, Ariel, Apisai and both Owen, despite his stature, he's a lot shorter than Apisai, but boy, he can jump. There was a tip he got in Fudavui's shot from the Cadbury series. His hand was literally past the post, so like you said, Leslie, don't be intimidated by their height. Great intercept there by the goalkeeper. Boy, just jumped up in the air. Look at the speed.
And that's the other element, isn't it? It's reading the game. It's knowing when to jump.
Yeah, when to jump, getting the timing right, not overrunning the pass as well.
Here we go. Making sure of it this time. Love that view.
The biggest difference I've seen in both the women's and the men's game this weekend is just the efficiency that they have with movement. I feel like the men just run and run and run, where the women are really precise about what they do and sort of the movement that they're making up and down the court. So I think if we can bring a little bit of that element into the men's game, it might actually make the game a little bit more, great defensive there by Apisai, but make the game a little bit more spicy.
Oh, spicy. We love spicy. This is tough getting this ball down, but look at it, the teamwork. And why aren't you out there, by the way, Cruz Tangida? Why are you not out there on court?
I'd rather sit next to your lovely stuff, Leslie, than be out there.
That is not a good enough. That is not a good enough answer. Honestly.
No, I'm actually really enjoying working and just watching the talent out there, and it gives an opportunity for someone else coming through, getting the experience on such an international stage.
Well, Wes Wally's watching closely as well. So 11-7, New Zealand ahead of England. Oh, again, the defence is winning the day. No doubt about it.
Just the hang time in the air. Michael Mundy going back up to go. Look at that elevation, one hand.
Eat your heart out, Anna Harrison.
I'm sure she's probably an idol to some of these players out there.
I'm sure she is. She's my idol. Not that that counts so much. Oh, what a treat, and a tip away as well. So just interrupting the ball flow for England. Now the New Zealanders into end of everything, 12-7.
Just little moments like that is, I think, what we see another difference in the women's and men's game. Just a little bit too sloppy at the moment from the English men. Just need to tidy up those connections, play the short ball.
That's certainly what New Zealand's doing at the moment. Lots of short passes. Stepping in for the one-pointer, has a good look at it. But does he get the rebound? Oh, yes, he does. Can he do it? Yes, he can.
Nice recovery there. from Thompson. Beautiful rebound.
That's the other feature that I've loved about the women's Fast 5 is the combination with the goal attack, goal shoot. And if you don't get it in, there's someone there to support and get the rebound or keep it in court anyway. Wow, New Zealand.
Yeah, Michael Mundy back at it again. Oh, no, look. Oh, wow.
Oh, this is fabulous. Look at the skill on the ball. The crowd are thrilled.
Definitely putting the show on out there. Both teams, actually. Just the aerial play. Flicking the ball back in over the shoulder.
You know, we talked about, we're expecting that ball to be sunk through the net, and you just cannot take it for granted.
No.
You can here because it's a penalty. Wow.
Look at this. Flicks it back in. Teammate backs him up. Wow, just so impressive, this defensive end for England.
Meanwhile, that scoreline 13-8 with the second power play coming right on up. Double points available. But it's New Zealand with the ball. Can they make hay while the sun shines? And he looks to a four-pointer here. Straight through, nothing but net.
Yeah, beautiful shot there.
Oh, nearly 3 seconds. Well, the defence has been the winner so far. Can they add another? Oh, this is for 6. And nothing this time. I love the courage, though. You've got to have a bit of guts, don't you?
Absolutely. And when you're down by a fair margin, you just have to go to the post, back yourself.
The English Thorns are thrilled to be here. We're happy they're here as well. And they are not forgetting their heritage. But this is another opportunity for New Zealand to go further ahead. 2 more. 19 plays 8. I love that aerial view, looking down to see the space in that circle and where the passes are coming from.
Yeah, the different angles. Again, Nicholson just standing on 1 foot, just not having no option to pass to.
England, be very careful or you will be called for delaying. Yes, on my
umpire very clear. Will be called for delaying if not passing the ball back.
Michelle Stagg issuing the commands. And that's the other feature, of course, men and women umpiring both the men and women's games.
And I'd love to know the difference, and for an umpire, what the difference is between the men and women. I'm sure there's a lot more running up and down the court, but tactically in their vision, what is the difference between umpiring the 2 codes?
Oh, I think we've just got a little idea for an interview there. That is fantastic. That is the end of the second quarter. And it is New Zealand, though, that have just advantaged their score. They are ahead of England at halftime by 19-8. Well, I tell you what, it's absolutely throbbing here. The vibe, the music, and Cruz Tangita, what do you make of those stats?
Well, New Zealand really dominating that left-hand side of the stats. So if we look at the general play points, 9 to New Zealand, the power play points, 10. Also the shooting percentage, taking those longer shots, Leslie, but still sitting at 68%, so really good effort from them. We'll just look at these other stats as well. Well, the deflection sort of going on the England side. Intercepts are very even as well. But we look at the penalty count, 19 to England and only 6 to New Zealand, which means that New Zealand are in play a lot more and coming through with those cleaner tips and those cleaner intercepts.
Fantastic. Well, let's go over to Dion Tefetu, because, Dion, what did you say to your team? It's an excellent lead, but you know you cannot rest on your laurels because they can come right back at you, England.
Yeah, England are a class side, right? We watched them play yesterday, particularly the young shooting end that they've got. We've got to be very wary of what we're doing, but... sorry.
No, my apologies. Carry on.
Cruz.
Oh, Dee, I just wanted to ask about your defensive end. My apologies for interrupting you there, but very, very strong at the moment. Did you want more from them after yesterday's game?
Yeah, I don't think we were operating at maximum potential, right? So I said that we're only about 80%, but now we're solidified in what we're doing down there. Everyone knows their role a little bit better, and that push-pull system's working for us.
Fantastic, Dion. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest. We are loving it, I can tell you that. It is just fabulous netball what is being offered here. And, of course, England just needing to do all the work to get back on them. But speaking of England, their coach, Sharon Lewis-Burke. And, Sharon, it has been a defensive game. What have you asked of your team?
I've asked them to be a bit more disciplined, and especially we've done about 5 unforced errors, just throwing the ball off the court. You just take a breath. A reminder of the procedures that we put in. We've got clear structures, just stick to it. It's a mental game right now because the defences are cancelling out our attack, but we can do it. And you can just see, we just had 2 twos.
Yeah,
We're just going to get ourselves back in this game.
Sharon, I just wanted to talk about the connection. It's not as strong at the moment as it was yesterday against Australia. How do you get that connection back in the second half?
Well, at quarter time, it's about G'ing them up and making sure they know what we're about. It's just everyone being on the same plane at the same time. And right now, we've got some people off and not people on. And I think that's just down to pressure, being and executing under pressure. But that will come. But I want it to come right now in this game. We can do this.
Fantastic, Sharon. Thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you.
Here we go. More ball position for New Zealand.
Oh, what a feed. Oh, again, Nicholson. He's been outstanding for the Englishmen at the moment.
Well, they're mixing up the passing too, aren't they? Not only are they getting the nice aerial ball through, the bullet pass is there as well.
And Coach Sharon was just talking about the unforced errors that England have had in the first half.
Short passing game's been in evident for New Zealand. They've been very careful. It's their agility and their flexibility. The athleticism we know is there, the elevation we know is there, but it's the agility and flexibility that they've got. This men's game has got us mesmerised.
Just with me.
And because of their wonderful athletic ability, there is so much happening out there, every pass.
Yeah, so much happening out there. And we just saw the losses for each team, 12-2 for New Zealand. So Coach Sharon Lewis-Burke spoke about just the unforced errors and the fact that they really need to tidy it up if they want to get back into this game. Again, a footwork call, it's just not good enough at the moment from the Englishmen.
I guess they're thinking about the next thing, aren't they? And that's the trouble. You're so excited to get the ball in your hand. What's happening next? And that's next for New Zealand is another goal. 23 plays 12. More substitutions. It's that direct pass, one arm. Just being patient with it, England, this time, and going for a two-pointer. Has a look where his toes are, and it's a bit short. And you have to get into very good body position to ensure that you keep the ball once you get the rebound.
Yeah, the boxing out skills from this New Zealand men's team are very good at the moment, so strong. So just need to...
Well, I didn't give him credit for really getting that ball because he had his back to it and he twisted in the air.
Great roll to the post there by Thompson Matuku.
It feels to me like the game's opening up a bit.
I think when you...
Those unforced errors, and that's because of the pressure that New Zealand's putting on England right through the court.
Well, they're smothering the Englishmen on defence at the moment. There's just no opportunity. Again, a beautiful roll to the post, the maturity that Thompson's playing with, but I'm just saying, so defensively, they're smothering the Englishmen at the moment.
25 plays 12.
Just help time for me. Sorry, guys, my fault.
Oh, everyone can take a breath. The ball's out of play, we're calling time, which is great. Now, look at that. 3 minutes and counting since England last scored.
Advantage obstruction centre.
And everybody talks about shooting wins Fast 5 games. I think defence does, personally, what I've seen over this weekend.
Yeah. I think they go hand in hand. If you're getting those good intercepts and those really clean tips, you want it finished off by the shooters. A great feed there by Verco, yeah.
Straight away. He just sent it straight away. Doing the hard yards, or as Carden Berger calls it, gassing it for 2 minutes, then getting your rest.
Nazim Howell plays back into action.
Advantage contact and offside goal attack.
They make it look so easy, and it's not. England this time, valuable possession. Patience personified. Oh, going for 6 here, folks. No, yes, he is.
Position, goal defence.
I want to
Just wants to keep going, regardless of what the umpire is saying, wants to take that final shot.
That's it.
Last 40 seconds coming up.
Gee, that score hasn't moved much, has it? It was 19-8 at half-time. It's 26-12. But it's moved where it needs to for New Zealand. Yeah, a bit of contact in there.
Just move across.
Ryan Allen just incurring that penalty, so 28-12, and they march on to New Zealand. And as Dion Tafetu said, getting better and better understanding with that. And the hooter goes, looking for the big goal. But we have finished the third quarter, and it is New Zealand marching on. 28-12, they lead over England. Second 9 in the third. And they lead 28-12, and that won't be advanced. Off them. That's the match. That is game awareness. And it has increased from all the teams as we've progressed in this Fast 5.
Out of court.
Oh, gee, razor blade elbows. Paul this time looking at those penalties. England 25, New Zealand 6. Tells a story.
Yeah, just so much more cleaner. I think the timing has been really impressive from the New Zealand men at the moment, just reading that play nice and well, not overrunning the pass as well, so they're getting those clean intercepts.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how they keep their intensity into the last quarter. Both teams, really. New Zealand have managed it superbly well in the first 3 quarters. England have to up it.
One hand take, wow, did you see that? Yeah.
Oh, it goes in. Hits the inside ring and falls. You've got to have a bit of luck.
Well, this might be the first time that we see Captain Nicholson in shooting position for the Englishman. We've seen a lot of defence from him.
29-13. Is this a late run by England?
Goal attack, you're out of play. Goal attack, let's hurry, goal attack. Take it.
Oh, you can just see this, a slight subtle change. Oh, unforced error.
Just on the side, goalkeeper, yes.
They seemingly have control of this match, New Zealand men.
Yeah, and we look at these stats here. 11 games for New Zealand, only 6 losses, 17 losses for the Englishmen in only 5 games. So clearly the New Zealand men are just being very much more efficient with that ball, both on attack and on defence.
This track, if you actually picked up one player from one team and tracked them for a minute to see how much work they do, the middies particularly.
Confident shot here by Owens, couldn't quite sink it. Oh, the no-look bounce pass behind the back, again behind the back. Despite being down by about 15, just under 15 points, they've still got the confidence to let those boards go. Michael Mundy with a beautiful tip.
Yeah, it's a monumental Mundy pull down, look at it.
Contact goalkeeper.
And those wrists, you could see, were higher than everyone else's.
Let's a goal attack inside the goal kick.
Not just getting fingertips on it, he's getting the whole hand on it.
Easy rebound there for Verco. Didn't have to jump. Great finish by him.
Loved your interview with the twins, by the way. That was fantastic. Such a famous family. Tilly, Verco and the larger Fano.
Wow!
Oh, super!
Downtown set 3, Mike.
Look at that, 31-16. But it wasn't a few seconds later as New Zealand continues just to get every opportunity through that net. Today, Fati Verco and Ediata Verco in the New Zealand men's team. Oh!
Going to go for the 3 instead. Timing wasn't quite on for Mundy there, falling on the player.
Well, he hasn't missed much, has he? And they've come away with the ball. That's the important thing. Here we go. 5 seconds away from the last power play for this game. Here it comes.
Going to go for the big one. Patel, Nanai.
We'll get two in, no. We're going to go, wow, look at, they are adventurous.
Why not?
Keeper obstruction, shortening jump. 3 or 2.
One defender out as well, that's helpful.
Throw in, England.
The crowd are going to get on their feet when that happens. 36-16, New Zealand ahead.
I was just going to say, look at the speed, but it's moments like that when you need to either let it go and make sure that the passing is precise, or just bring it back a little bit and take a deep breath and find the better option.
So much kudos to New Zealand, though, for putting pressure on that, forcing it wide, forcing the error. Support play crucial. Who's in the circle doesn't matter. You can shoot from outside. Here we go. Going for 6.
Yes!
Oh, yes! Wow, 32-22, 20 seconds odd left on the clock. Too little, too late. Thrilling nonetheless. Love the 3-pointers turning into 6-pointers.
For 4, beautiful final shot there.
Oh, this has been emphatic from New Zealand men. 36-22 and the ball back. Oh, good shot, good try. Wow, look at that, 36-22. What a match from the New Zealand men over England. They have come together and executed the game plan the best so far, as Dion Te Whetu told us at half-time. That was exciting. Some of the elevated defence just absolutely monumental. Michael Mundy, he stands at 1.98. And here they go. Our player of the match, Kyle Owen, he's 1.9. Just so clean. And the athleticism is just outstanding. Congratulations to Kyle Owen, man of the match in this 36-22 win for New Zealand men over England. That's what I love about the end of the netball games as well, is that despite the competitiveness on the court, they all get together and cheer what has been a fine performance, the best so far by the New Zealand men. It's high fives all around, and why not? So let's go to Nick Grimmer with New Zealand, because Cruz has him with him.
Yes, I'm standing here with Nick Grimmer.